Welcome back. We have had a great day here at the CBS 2 studios. Our partnership with the Red Cross raising a lot of money on this day of giving. I just noticed the Red Cross volunteers out on the sidewalk here outside our studios.
Braving the elements.
And handing out coffee, and several people are taking them up on it. It's just part of what the Red Cross does. We'll show you a little bit of that as we proceed here. Let's give you the phone number quickly because we'd like to have these numbers light up. 855-350-2900. There you go. How about that?
There we go. Right on cue. By the way, for the next 30 minutes, every donation you make will be matched by Zebra Technologies up to $10,000. So now I want to introduce you to a teenager who's proof you don't have to wait to grow up to help people in their most difficult moments. Here's Marie Saavedra.
Okay, is the fire still active at this point?
In an emergency, the Red Cross has dispatchers at the ready to walk people through the worst day of their life. They may be surprised to learn the calm voice on the other end.
I'll look at current solutions right now.
Maybe Abhinav Anne.
It's really crucial to be there for them and try to stand up for them because many times they're losing a lot of their house and their family members.
The Plainfield native is 16 years old and about 4 years into a passion project that few of us would take on at any age. Red Cross blood drives got him interested in the organization.
It kind of started in my early middle school and 8th grade mostly. Especially during this time, there's a lot of hurricanes, and especially seeing them on the news, I always thought that Red Cross was there to respond.
You can imagine people's surprise when he started training for dispatching at 14 years old.
Were you the youngest person in all of your training classes?
Yes, I was.
He is a teen driven by the mission, taking 2 or 4 hour shifts at all times of day from a call center he's set up in his dorm room. That is on top of his rigorous coursework at Aurora's Illinois Math and Science Academy. He balances homework with response work, connecting people in need with shelter, food, and other resources.
The cleanup crew will come through.
Whenever I start off the call, it's really, I try to take a mindful, deep breath and try to think about the situation in their shoes.
That impressive maturity has helped make the Illinois Red Cross's youngest dispatcher one of its best.
We have to always be reassuring and then a lot more kindful and not only sympathetic but also in a way empathetic.
At this point, you may be thinking about whether you had the capacity for a job like that at 16. But Abhinav does, along with perspective about a life of service starting early. He quotes a classmate.
She said that just as noble as 7 A's on the report card is making 7 people feel that their life is worth living. At the end of the day, I like to think about the people I've helped, the responders that I've sent.
You can buy food, clothing, medicine, whatever you might need.
At the end of the day, it's really fulfilling.
So let's bring Marie in now. 14 is when he started, which is impressive. And as you mentioned in the story there, this is very stressful, difficult work, and you're helping people on what is, in many cases, the worst day of their life.
Right, the maturity that it takes is huge, but he was so cool and calm even talking about it, and he's really just getting started. He wants to join the Red Cross National Youth Council, and he's hoping to continue to grow with the organization so that someday he's there on the ground here in Illinois, maybe around the world, across the country, responding to those disasters on the ground, which I think is really great. So I can't wait to watch what he does next.
Right, mature, wise beyond his years for sure. And
absolutely.
juggling this all with all the other elements of his life as well.
You know, he's got a rigorous schooling, and he's there. I said, it better not be, midnight to the 4 a.m. shift that you're doing, but I'm sure his parents handled that.
It almost feels like he may be running the Red Cross at some point.
We'll catch him here in, I don't know, 20 something.
Leadership role down the line.
All right, Marie, thank you. Yeah,
Thank
great.
you, Marie.